Okay, take three because of my voice and these barking dogs that somebody has a few houses down that doesn't make any sense. But I wanted to talk about what happened in Canada with their election because as an American who knows a lot of Canadians, many of which I actually grew up with, and I've never been there. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to visit. Um, Even if I get a passport. Uh, yeah, I've heard stories and I've had friends who've gotten turned back. So that's why I've never, and the only place I would go would be way out, like in Toronto. So I haven't gone there. But I wanted to talk about this because I had, two different conversations with the people that live there. And the people that, like, kind of are like pro conservative, they call Mark Carney a commie. And I'm just thinking, like, what are you thinking? Look, Bank of England, guys, capitalism, bank, capitalism. Hello. And then I hear from people who whine and complain about the capitalists and how they've ruined everything and made housing so expensive and, and all this stuff. And they in one case, the most egregious case was a friend who I've known forever. He said, I don't know much about Carney, but I don't like those conservatives. And I'm like, you don't know who you even voted for. You don't know. Like, that's what you're dealing with, this country that you guys. But people just, I don't know a single person who really understands what it means to have somebody who ran the Bank of England as your prime minister. Um, Ironically, uh, what I was thinking about today was I wouldn't mind if our central banker was president because he's kind of like keeping our president in check by keeping rates somewhere in rational territory, not raising them and crashing the economy. He's doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Keep them in some place where they hopefully you can get a job and things work out okay, and hopefully prices don't go out of control. Very difficult job. This is literally walking a tightrope, and I know someone like Mark Carney understands this. Um, but I don't I don't think he's like. And then what really makes me mad is that like a lot of people in Canada like Trump, and I don't even like to say his name, but whatever, I did. And he came out and said, "We're gonna make Canada a 51st state," and I said, "That is so stupid. Like, that won't work. That'll never happen. What is the point?" And it did exactly what I thought it would. It drove everybody over to whoever was on like the party that like opposed Trump more, which obviously was the one. This ding dong. Well, he's not a ding dong. He's a smart man. Don't underestimate him. It drove everybody to that, and it has to be intentional. If we wanted to help Canadians, we would offer Alberta like to be a state if they so chose, and that may happen. I hope it does, or maybe I don't. I don't know, but and furthermore, I would offer Canadians a path to citizenship in the United States that's very quick, provided they have no criminal records or something. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm allowed in Canada because of stuff I did when I was a teenager that's now legal. So it's ridiculous, really, if you think about it. But yeah, like I've heard of those Mounties at the border being absolutely brutal. I don't know if they're like that now, but they were. I've had friends get terribly harassed and turned back just trying to visit Canada, and they're like, "Oh, you come in here to smoke weed?" And it's like, "What are you talking about? Like, it's stupid." Um, so anyway, I really do believe people need to like understand. Like, my advice to Canadians would be to research this person instead of just spouting off things, and or like if you're like, oh, at least the conservatives didn't win, because I honestly think the conservatives should have won for the better of that country. Uh, it probably would have been better for most Canadians, but they didn't. So and I'm speaking as a socialist, but socialist in America is like conservative in Canada. So it's these words have different meanings. But that is what I have to say, and I apologize for my hoarse voice. And that's the last take I'm going to do of this, because I kept saying it and kept thinking I missed something, and I can hear the nasal congestion or whatever. But screw it, gotta say something. So take care.